All right, all my Detroit Piston fans and all my Detroit fans, all my Motor City Sports Talk fans, make sure you guys go check out Piston Mike. We got him over 100 followers, so make sure you check him out. Everything Pistons, man. He gonna hold it down and do his thing, just strictly on the Pistons thing. You know, I got the Lions and Pistons, but man, we always trying to help people get their channel up. Let's get them to 200 next, 300 next, 400 next, 500 next, and let's get them all the way to a rack so you can start making that bag. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you go over to Piston Mike as you see it on the screen. Let's get them to 200, then 300, then 400, then 500, and the whole shebang. Peace. All right, like Troy Weaver be winning his options. Say Troy Weaver will explore trades with other players, but Cade Cunningham makes the final decision. Well, I don't know. It says Troy Weaver will explore trades with other players, but Cade Cunningham makes the final decision pretty easy for the pick. He doesn't. I'm just tired of people just. I'm tired of people just running with a narrative. Okay, a lot of these dudes ain't even really look at the tape of Cade Cunningham. All right, people just running with a narrative. Okay, people just. Because, you know, somebody said on ESPN or Fox and Cade Cunningham the best player. But in my opinion, I mean, like I said, I favor Julian Jalen Green. Jalen Green, measure in at 6'3", or 6'2", or 6'4", then I think it make it more interesting because I'm tired of little small combo guards. Okay, but Cade Cunningham don't make the decision easier to me. Okay, I think Jalen Green is a more explosive player, a more explosive score, and that's what the Pistons need. Pistons don't. I mean, but Cade Cunningham play the three. That's how it'll go. Cade will be at the three. You know, Jeremy Grant might get traded. Cade will play the three. That's pretty much how it's playing out. He's not a true point guard. Okay, he had averaged 3.5 assists. I know college is a little bit different, but it didn't take long after the Pistons secured the #1 pick in the NBA draft for national pundit and large chunk of fan base tried to get rid of it after spending a year begging for the Detroit Pistons to rebuild the right way. AK Tank and seeing it work to protection being securing the top pick. Pistons fans came to a million reasons Detroit should trade it away for more assets. Not everybody said that. People, like I said, some of these people that write the articles, they shut up. But what people said, they need to trade down and get another player that really want to and grab assets. So if you really want Green, trade down with Houston, get one of their two later from first round picks and do the damn thing, okay? But Troy Weaver added fuel to the fire simply by acknowledging that the team would do his due diligence in an effort to make the decision for the organization and post-lottery media availability. Weaver said there were 4 or 5 guys he and the organization would study carefully. Gas, much meaning Cade Cunningham is not a for sure thing. Everybody kept saying that shit. When asked the team would look to trade the pick, Weaver didn't shut down the premise and said possible gas again. People just, like I said again, man, some of these people that write these articles, man, it's just fucking stupid. Of course you're going to do it. Every team that get the top pick or get a pick, going to weigh, how much, going to weigh or see, what the value is. The Athletic saying whatever reported shortly after the lottery that it's known throughout the league that the Pistons are high on Jalen Green and his elite scoring potential. That means Green is likely to be ahead of. No, it's not. Okay, I'm done reading this article, dude. I'm gonna tell you this dude's name. Sean Corp. You don't know shit about basketball, okay? This is the season. This is the season, Sean. Okay, Sean. This is the season, Sean. Okay, Sean Corp. This is the season of smoke and mirrors. This is the season of course, you gotta find the value of your pick. If you take the pick and they say, well, we'll give you Kevin Durant for the pick, you wouldn't do it? Okay, then. Just saying hypothetically. Like I said, he gonna say whatever he wanna say. It's also a rumor, I'm gonna do a video later on this, that he like James Bouknight from UConn. So why would you take James Bouknight? He said he might trade. It's rumors he might trade assets to get Bouknight. Why would you take Green and Bouknight? Okay, from UConn. Bouknight from UConn is about 6'5". No way he can play the 3. Okay, and they can. To me, if he can trade to get another asset in the middle of the draft, if you could trade another asset in the draft, more likely it's Cade Cunningham. Mobley. More. Look, if you trade for Bouknight to be your future too, and you got Josh Green. Okay, let's say you trade for Bouknight to get another pick somewhere near. Right, you end up with Bouknight. Right. Why would you get Green and Bouknight? They both 6'5". So if he high on Bouknight, that means he going for Cade Cunningham. I'm okay with that. If Cade is the best player available, do it. So you will have Killian at the 1. Eventually, Bouknight at the 2, Cade at the 3, Grant or Grant, maybe Grant Stan, or I don't know, Grant or Bay Stan at the 3 or the 4, and then Isaiah Stewart in the middle. Okay, that's just the way it's gonna be. that's the future that it should be. But I mean, honestly, man, I think it's nice to weigh your options. But if Cade Cunningham or Jalen Green or Bognett or somebody else, Mobley, Suggs or Kuminga or Moses Moody, you know, that's gonna be the interesting thing, man. But I see Cade Cunningham as with his athleticism and his height and his reach, and see him being more of a 3. You know, if he gets stronger, he could be like a tweener, 3 or 4, like Jeremy Grant. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see what's gonna happen to Sadiq Bey or Jeremy Grant, because I think Jeremy Grant fits more as a 3 than more as a 3 than a 4. So don't be surprised, man. You know, and they may put Cade Cunningham at the 2. But actually, so who better at the 2, Cade or Sadiq Bey? I don't know. So that's very, very interesting, man. But if they take Green, you know, I think he's just a better fit. I think he's a natural 2, depending on his height at the combine. I think they got Jalen Green listed as, well, the G League have Jalen Green's true height. All right, NBA do shit a lot better. And then you gotta remember, most of these dudes are still growing. Cade Cunningham can freaking end up. He can end up being 6-7 foot. He's still a kid. So they got Jalen Green 6'6", 178. Okay, so you gotta get bigger and stronger. Cade Cunningham is listed at 6'8", 220. So Green got to get a little bit. Green is a legit 6'6". This is on the NBA G League website. Green is a legit 6'6". So you can play him at the. He got ideal, perfect height for a 2 guard. So think about it. You put the natural 2 at the 2, right? You put Killian, and things can change. You know, somebody can interview bad, but you can put Killian at the 1, Green at the 2. You keep Grant and Bay at the 3 and the 4. You got Isaiah at the 5. Think about you bring Cade Cunningham in. I know it's a positionless league, but you know, can he guard 2s in this league, the smaller 2s, or would you have to put Sadiq or Grant on? So I think Green is a better fit, but then again, I'm looking for the better player. Okay, can Cade Cunningham guard the 1s of the league? I don't know, but I think I would put him at the 3, and that means Grant or Sadiq Bey got to get up out of here, or they got to guard 2s. Okay, I think Cade Cunningham is better at guarding the bigger guys, the better wings. The wings of the league. I think he can guard Gallinari's and, you know, Bojanovich's and Julian Randles of the world, and Ben Simmons if you have to in the backcourt. But yeah, I think we'll see how the process goes. Somebody can interview bad, somebody can interview great. I think you can't go wrong with Grant and Cade Cunningham, but I do think the Pistons need somebody that's a raw scorer, a raw really scorer. I think Green got the raw athleticism scoring that they're looking for, but Cade can score. Just because you ain't explosive, I mean, you ain't a great player. We've seen Paul Pierce, crafty scorer, methodical scorer. You know, I think this is no comparison. I think no real comparison, but I think Jalen Green is the more athletic Kobe Bryant type of scorer. And I think, not saying he Kobe Bryant at all, I think Cade Cunningham reminds me of Paul Pierce, methodical, crafty. You're happy with either or, okay? But if he do play the 2 and they can fit, he'd be a matchup problem. 220, 6'6". But I mean, 2 good players, man. It's funny. Would you take? And this is a great question. Would you take a future 2 first-round picks? Let's say Jeremy Grant, but DeBoyer and whatever else. And would you get back in the top 3? Would you get back in the top 3? That's a great question. Cause he's talking about getting back in the Trey Weaver talking about getting back into the he's talking about getting back into the draft and getting Bognett. Why not move back and get another player? What if Houston don't decide to go with Green? All right, well if you could trade with Cleveland, okay, do a 3-team trade with Cleveland, get Cleveland Grant. Maybe they like Jackson, maybe whoever they like. Well, how about you trade with Cleveland? And more than likely, you have to take the Kevin Love contract back. You trade with Cleveland, and you end up with 1 and 3. All right? You end up with 1 and 3. So what if you walk away with Cade and Green? You know, Killian, we can worry about that later. What if you end up with Cade and Green? You just take the Kevin Love contract and give him a couple assets. you know. But more than likely, if they looking at Bognite, if Bognite is more of the realistic thing. Golden State got 7, and they got 14. All right. Well, if you get 7 and 14 from them, Grant, DeBoyer, and maybe a future protected first round pick, you walk away with 7 and 14, and then you walk away with Josh Jackson, Grant, DeBoyer, guys they need. Mason Plumlee if they need somebody in the middle. You can do that. Okay. So there's a lot of options for them to move. The Knicks got 2 first round draft picks, so we'll see, man, later. But we'll see, man. But I'm looking forward to the draft. Looking forward to see what happens. But it's gonna be interesting, man. Remember, when you look at the draft, there's always somebody late lottery, mid lottery, late in the draft, or second round. It actually becomes very, very good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach out to the business question, inquiry, sponsor, video quest, or you want to chop it up. My link's in the description. You can reach out anytime if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video quest. Check that out in the description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to help me out is share the video, thumbs up the video, and subscribe if you haven't. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. All that good stuff. But don't forget to check out my main channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, right on YouTube. For more sports, music, entertainment. Other than that, appreciate the love of sport. One time for one time. Goodfellas Sports TV, Mercy Sports Talk. Peace.